taking bets. I say that you're on some tropical island. Tiki's not sure. Where are you right now?
I am definitely poolside in Florida.
Oh, nice.
All right,
nice.
man. All right.
This is a family trip, I'm assuming. I said Julian's going to see his family. He's taking him away, doing something.
I am out here with my wife, of course. It's a long season. You got to take time when you can.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, at this point, week 8 of the NFL. Well, actually, now it's week 9. You guys are 6-2. You basically have your control of your destiny. Like, you got to beat the teams that are in front of you, and you guys can make the postseason. Are you believing where you guys are? I know we talk to you every week, but 6-2 is not where anybody expected. Are you guys pinching yourselves, or are you saying we knew we had this in us?
Honestly, I think it was a built confidence over the first few weeks of the season. I think you never truly know what you have. I know you have some talented guys on our roster, but you never really know until you see them out on the field executing together and what type of team you have. And so we learned early on that we're, a team that is capable of doing great things. And so, we're sitting in a bye week, 6-2, feeling good.
Yeah,
Looking forward to the second half of the season.
I wonder how, you're in a bye week now, and you're trying to take your mind away from the game because you need it. Like, your body needs it for sure. Training camp in the first 8 weeks of the season, your mind needs it because it's just a grind. I don't think a lot of people understand the grind that is playing professional football. The early mornings, the long days, study, etc. Is it hard for you to disconnect after the great start that you all have been on?
It is hard at first. I think you need to. I think Coach Dayball did a great job of kind of putting some closure on the first half of the season, kind of stating where we're at before we all headed out to wherever we were going for the bye week. It's important. You got to acknowledge, I think, what has happened and where you're at and what you have in front of you. But then you have to get away. You have to decompress a little bit because it's like you said, it's a stressful season. The body takes a huge toll each game, and so it's an important week. But at the same time, we can't just I'm relaxing right now. You can't just fully relax the whole week and just not take care of your body. You have to get your body primed and prepped for another half of the season.
Yeah. So what will you do? Like, when will you start? I don't know.
Go run on that sand.
I'm saying,
let's go.
I'm serious. Like, are you going to go to the gym? I don't know where you're at, but you're going to go down in Florida. I don't know exactly, but is there like a gym? You go work out? You lift weights? You go run? Like, what do you do?
We're at a hotel in Miami, and really, right now they have a good schedule. Our strength staff has a good workout plan for us, and it's not just a whole, break, a hiatus from working out. It's just a deload. So it's a lot of body work stuff just to get movement. I will do a bike ride tomorrow morning. Just stuff like that, get the blood flowing, get the bodies kind of decompressed, and get some blood going. Back to your legs and everything that's aching. We're gonna spend some time in the spa today.
Nice.
And so just like all of that, I think you guys just work on your body while you can.
Yeah, listen, slice a couple of cucumbers, put them on the eyes, get rubbed down. No doubt you guys have deserved that. You've earned it. Julian Love here on the Fan. So we've got your GM, Julian, coming up in 30 minutes. We're going to talk with Joe Shane. For those who don't know, Joe Shane is at 1. And, we're going to ask about the trade deadline and all those things that we thought could happen that did not. I'm curious, and I think by extension we're all curious, as a player, how you guys processed the trade deadline. Of course, you got to worry about yourself and control what you can control. But was there a thought, hey, man, we might go out and spruce up this offense a little bit? How much attention were you paying to the trade deadline?
It's tough because, it's a lot of people you want to know how your team is shaking out and, moves that are made. So you kind of have an eye to it or an ear to it. But, I trusted when he comes on, I trust Shane to make the right calls at the right moments. He's a guy who has a plan for the team, for the future of this team. And so I knew they're going to make some moves that was going to be for the not only short-term but the long-term benefit of the team.
Yeah.
And if nothing worked out in that way, then, as you see, moves weren't made.
Yeah.
It's all strategic, and so that's part of it. I couldn't tell you if I wanted one way or another with the whole trade stuff.
No, I got you. That's not your job. I understand. Now, I'm curious, and this is probably a good time to ask it because you don't have a game coming up this week. You unplug a little bit with limitations, clearly. You can't just completely, you can't act like me on a vacation. You got to come back and play the Texans, right? Although maybe you can go on vacation and not practice hard and play against the Texans. They're not that good, Julian. I wouldn't worry.
Stop. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, Julian.
No. But I look at the Giants franchise, and we've all taken stock of it from the outside. I know when you're in the middle of things, maybe you don't process it the way we do from the outside. But now that you step back for a few days, does the Giants organization in totality just feel a whole heck of a lot healthier than it did a year ago? Different people, different messaging, different voices. Can you feel it? And I don't mean just the record. Can you feel it?
Yeah, it's like you said, it's tough to really analyze things when you're inside of it, kind of in the flow of it. And with this bye week, when you reflect and look back on everything, yeah, you can feel that trend going upwards. I think we've accomplished a great deal in this first half of the season. We want to accomplish a lot more this second half. But long term, I'm talking a few years out and all that stuff, I think it's trending upwards. I think we have the right people in the right situations who are making the right calls that are with the current times of the NFL. And I think Shane has done a great job so far of kind of trying to be as successful as you can in the short term while also having your team's long-term success in mind.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah,
well
Julian,
said.
when do you think you'll start thinking about, maybe you'll have dreams about the Houston Texans, Davis Mills, Brandon Cooks, Damian Pierce? When are you going to start thinking about them?
I will start thinking about the Texans. We get back Sunday, so that Monday, on Monday, we'll have an extra day, obviously, because it's bye week. We don't have to have a recap day on Monday, so I'll dedicate an extra day, 2 days, and yeah, that's when I'll focus on it.
Yeah. Are you going to watch Thursday Night Football? Because it's the Eagles, obviously the hated rival, versus the Texans.
Double scout.
I mean, you could get an early head start on them, man.
Actually, that's a good point. I didn't know they played. Yeah, I'll probably tap into that game, division rival and our next opponent.
There you go. See? I contributed to Julian Love preparing for the Texans.
What a motivating factor.
By the way, I was the same way, Julian. I had no idea who was playing who when. I had no idea. So,
you look at your schedule. You don't look like the whole league-wide schedule. So I'm glad you guys told me.
It's awesome.
Julian, I got to pull something. I almost forgot about this. This happened. What date was that? August 1st? It was early August.
It was early
right?
August,
All
yeah.
right. So we were out at Giants camp. Me and Tiki, we were doing the show. And Coach Dable, who Teke's become pretty tight with, asked Tiki to come and speak with the team. And apparently my guy had a pretty good message that's resonated here because you guys have won 6 out of 8. Do you remember what Tiki said that day?
He probably couldn't hear me. He was in the back.
Do you remember what he said?
I might have been in the back.
I don't talk loud enough. I don't have a loud voice.
No, you mentioned the city we play for, right?
Yeah.
And kind of what it means and how hard it is to win in New York. And like you said, it's greatest city in the world, greatest sports city in the world. And so I think that's something that definitely resonates. You have to think about that. If you're not thinking about that, you're going to work each day, then you're letting not only yourself down, but a lot of people down.
Yeah, and the opportunity. If you leave it on the field and you win, they just love you, man. It's awesome. So
it's the way it goes.
You guys are off to an awesome start. We'll let you get back to your alcoholic beverage. I'm sure that you're enjoying right now.
Some water, good old H2O.
Come on, unplug for a day, dude.
I do gin or vodka because people can just assume it's water or an alcoholic beverage. They don't know. They don't have to know. It's a clear liquor.
Just take an edible, walk the beach.
Enjoy it, Julian. We'll talk to you next week.
Later, buddy.
Be good.
Fellas, talk to you later.
Thanks, man. He is a good player, and the Giants season has been terrific so
He's
far.
The best.